why is my channel not doing so good? Why are all my thumbnails boo-boo? My intro is boo-boo. Nothing's going on with all that stuff. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and try something new. So today, I actually did some new stuff. I wouldn't say it's the greatest out there, but hopefully it'll catch some eyes. You know what I mean? It'll do some things for me. So, saying that, that's why I wasn't around for the last couple days. I was trying to get some video stuff going on. I got some new equipment. I actually got a camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing picture camera soon. You see my ugly mug. Y'all can just see my ugly face. So today, being so happy, I'm gonna go ahead and start my Everquest LP. I know I already said Everquest is probably one of the best things to do. But I love the game. The game is that good. Might as well just pop it out there. It's not for everybody. I'm gonna be honest. It's not for everybody. You know, it's a fun game. Maybe you guys will look at it and be like, oh, maybe I should go check that out one day. See how a real MMO is. Not just fake kiddie stuff. Like, wow, maybe I should just dive in. Well, we're gonna go ahead and dive in today. So as you can see, I already have my shadow right here in Coulon. And the reason why I say it's Coulon is because Coulon being the place over there is on him. It's not Darkdale, but it is human. But basically you just turn that backwards and it's Interrupt, one of the gods. So I also have a mage. I'm not touching him because I'm doing some project, and I'm not gonna go ahead and discuss it now, but it's some kind of project. But alright, so we can go ahead and start a new character. Let's see. So unlike a lot of MMOs out there, this game has a lot of tons and tons of choices. Now this is still in old school Everquest time. This is the Cunard expansion that's going on right now. So that's why I cannot pick the frog rock, because I don't have any extra upgrade yet. But I can pick an Ixar. And I cannot pick a Vashir because of Shadow Luklin upgrade. But I can pick an Ixar. Alright, so each race has its own classes on the side. You cannot just pick anything else you want. So you can almost pick everything else you want. Those two are not in. So basically, here we can do anything except for shopping. Ones that are really good hit are warrior, shaman, shadow knight, and troll. There's also warrior, shaman, shadow knight. I thought it could be rogues, but it's not. And the barbarian. So rogue, shaman. So those three are the ones that are really limited. What we're going to be today, we can go ahead and pick another human. I don't know why I said another. It's because I have a magician. We can go ahead and pick a magician. Now, I love this magician. Magician is probably one of the best solo playable classes. A lot of people hate on that, but I'm 90% sure magician is the best. The ones that are solo. You can with wizard, but it's a lot of training. You have to do a lot of training. As I mean training, I don't mean like go train. I mean as in training as you're dragging the monster around the entire map to kill it. Okay? It takes a lot of work and it's really pointless. Same with the druid. All you're doing is you're running around the entire map, training monsters everywhere, blasting with the nuke now and then. Only learning some more. Screw all that. I'm not trying to do all that. Rogue is definitely not soloable. Now, this game has a good average of 800 people on at a time. So, there are going to be parties on it. I'm not really worried about solo. have all your stats on this side. And I think if you hover over it, I think it's not. Alright, I don't know what happened, guys. I do apologize. We're going to get right back into where we were. We're going to go ahead and page. Apparently, when you push the minus sign and you push one of these, it crashes the game. Isn't that awesome? The game just trolled me already. Alright, so what we're going to go ahead and do, even though the reason why I picked human over any other class, now the human is probably one of the worst to pick for any class, only because it's a jack of all trades and it doesn't specialize in anything. It starts with 75 and everything. Whereas, let's say if I pick an Hebrew guy and I pick mage, look at that, it starts with 117 intelligence. Mind you, strength is lower. Okay, fine. Agility is a little bit lower. Dexterity, okay. Charisma, a little bit lower. Alright, whatever. It don't matter. You know what I mean? Our main focus is stamina and intelligence anyways. But the reason why I picked human is because in this game, factions is everything. Human is basically apprehensive or indifferent to everybody in the rest of the game. Unless they are really specific, such as trolls, even dark elves, if you are they will even mess with you. Like I had my human Shadow Knight can go into Neriok, no problem. So saying that, you can go ahead and pick a human position with a lovely some faction. Go ahead and boost up. Found out what the problem was. I do apologize for this third interruption. For some reason, it does not like character creation in the normal mode. It has to be in Windows mode because when you push one of these, or this, or you push anything, it crashes the game. I don't know why. This is an emulated version, so that might have something to do with it. I guess I don't know. Okay. The third time's a charm here. Alrighty. We're going to go ahead and pick. We go put. I guess you can do 100 each. I have 100 in stamina and 100 in intelligence. That's over to start. You do want high intelligence only because of the armor. I'm assuming since it's green, that counts for us. So we can go ahead and pick next. Now for the fun part. What deity? Now, again, humans have a wide variety of deities. Now, agnostic, again, that has to do with, these really have to do with your faction. But there are certain items in the game that are specific, such as armor, that are only, interrupt the wear, or robes that only play wear, etc. So yeah, we do want to start free. So saying that, I think I'm going to actually go with an evil mage. I played an evil mage on a PvP server, and I was able to go in a lot of areas. Now, as for PvP, it's very, very, very important that you have really high faction with everybody, because you want to go everywhere. If, let's say I was chasing someone into Neriok, and it was a neutral dark elf, and I was a mage, they might think I'm a goodie because I'm a mage. Most human mages are not evil. They're goodies or evil because they by your spells when you start a town. If you're evil, it really sucks. You have to go to Neriok to do it. But I'm not going to worry about that because we don't get our starting spells till level 4 anyways. And what I mean by starting spells is really our pet. We don't get our pet till level 4, so I'm not really worried about it. So I'm going to actually go ahead and become the Prince of Elite. That is also what my Shadow Knight is in Europe. And Dark Elves really love that. So since I am going to be in the Freeport area, I might as well start it there. So we'll go ahead and go to Freeport. Go ahead and get a name. Of course, that was rejected. Power's gonna crash up there. Stop actually working. Good chance of appearance. Alrighty, so the first thing we want to do, I want to change everything up around here. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and go off camera. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alrighty, there we go. This is format for YouTube. I don't like it, but if I play in my normal, there will be black borders around, and it just looks like crap. And if I try to do it in YouTube itself by manipulating it to be without black borders, it stretches it out and looks like ass anyways. So we're just going to play it normally, which is going to be by 720. Yay! Alrighty, so the first thing we want to go ahead and do is look in our inventory. Got some stuff here, got some water, got some food. Yes, you do have to drink. If you guys have seen my video of the Everquest, there's a lot of stuff explaining that, but I'm going to go ahead and re-explain some stuff. We start out with a weapon. You have to equip it. You cannot, leave it in your bag. You don't equip the weapon when you start. It's almost like this game. I wouldn't say it's like real life because it really isn't, but it has aspects more than like normal MMOs where it is really lifelike. So let's go ahead, and the first thing I want to do is, let me see if I have any spells. I got Burst of Flame, and I have Minor Shielding. Very nice. Let's go ahead and put those in my spell book. You have to scribe a spell book. If you guys know about Dungeons and Dragons, every scroll you come across, you have to scribe it as a wizard. In this, you have to scribe it as every kind of caster class, otherwise you won't be able to use it. So right now, we're going to go ahead and put them on our spell gem bar over on the side. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to have our Burst of Flame and Minor Shielding. So I'm not going to do too much with this video. I'm just going to go ahead and get started and probably kill a couple things and then call it a day. In next video, we're going to actually start getting into the grind, getting some, hopefully some quests done. Now, there are quests in this game, but it is not linear to the fact where you don't see a symbol above their heads like in any other MMO. You actually have to talk to them. I'll show you when we get down here. It's like I said, this game is more based off of the old school MUDs because this is basically the first 3D MMO. It's not the first MMO, it's the first 3D MMO. I give the first MMO title mainstream. There was even more before Ultima Online, but mainstream I give it to Ultima Online. They were the first to come out mainstream. There were a few others. I played a few others before that, such as I even think RuneScape came out before that, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it did. There was another game, like an anime style game called Dark Ages. Not Dark Ages Camelot, but it's just called Dark Ages. That also came and was really old school. I played that a lot. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and read our tattered note and see who we have to talk to. The Dismal Rage has need of your skills. Take this note to Neva Jexby. She has a job for you. The Dismal Rage is currently operating out of the basement of an abandoned building in the slums of East Freeport. That's where we are now. We are in the Dismal Rage area. A lot of these guys, if you were anything but part of the Dismal Rage and you came down here, you would be dead. I don't like how all these icons are like extremely big. I'm so used to 1600 by 1200 that this is just enormous icons for me. It's like it's taking up all my screen space, but that is alright. So let's go ahead and go into our training area. This is all the trainers. We got enchanters, magicians, wizards, shadow knight, warrior, and clerics, rogues. All the trainers are right here. So we need to talk to Neva Jexby. Again, this is more realistic than, you know, you just talk to them and the item pops out of your inventory. You actually have to literally take the item out of your inventory, click it on the NPC, and actually give it to them. You're actually giving them the item as though you're trading with a player or something. And we turn in the note and we get a little robe here. Now we got a robe. Yay! Alright, so Neva Jexby says, "Welcome, friend. I see more than a slight glimmer of hate in your eyes. Good, for we have much work to do." Now she doesn't seem to have any quest for us at the moment. Says, yes, yes, yes. Hail to you too, Scott. Now quit bugging me. And again, she has no quest. So, I don't like that. But that's alright. There is another mage that does give us a quest down here. I'm going to go ahead and take that quest. Now, you don't really take the quest. It doesn't go in your quest log. You basically have to remember what they say and give them the items that they need. Or do their task and then rehail them and it will upgrade for you. So you go ahead and hail them. You just push H and you're hailing them. That's why it says hail Zelha Navagan or whatever her name is. And then she says stuff. She says stuff. Really? Says stuff? Is that what she says? Stuff? A new recruit to our cause. Just what I have been waiting for. How would you like to serve the great Zelha Navagan? I need an apprentice necromancer to assist the great Zelha. So she is a necromancer, but we can still do the quest. You'll see the quest outlined in brackets. That was actually new in Everquest. I think that came out, I believe, in Lupin, if not later. It might have been the Plains of Power. But she would have just said that phrase with no brackets, and you would have to figure out what to say to her to make her re-answer you. So what we have to say is the thing in the brackets, but you have to say it in a phrase. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it quick. I'm going to say, so I said, how can I assist the great Zelha? And then she goes on into her more dialogue. So you actually have to sit there and literally talk to the NPC to get your quests. A lot of people, they won't do that. They say this game sucks because of stuff like this. Like you have to actually sit there and talk and stuff like that. Again, it's based off of MUDs, those old school MUDs, the text RPGs. So it's basically, think of it as a text RPG with graphics. That's basically what it is. So it says, fantastic, stick with me and you shall ascend in our ranks quickly. I am in need of some components for new spells. Will you collect them for me? I shall need 4 each of the following: fire beetle eyes, bone chips, and spiderling silk. Fetch these items for me at once. Well, did not you hear the great Zelha? Be gone. Alright, so when she says that she needs those items, she doesn't need all 3 of them. You can only give 4 items to an NPC at a time, and they have to be unstacked. So that's why the most that any NPC will ever ask for is 4 items. Unless you have to combine it in like a loom or do something else with it. But to actually give it to the NPC, it has to be 4 items or less. So we're gonna go ahead and see if I got any training points. I do. The first thing we're gonna go ahead and do, because I like to actually know where I am going. Where is it? Sense heading. I don't see how there it is. Okay, so we got 3 in sense heading. And do we have meditate yet? Doesn't look like. Oh, we do. Oh, I guess not. We have to be level 4 to learn that. Okay, that's fine. I'm also going to go ahead and do piercing. I do want to go ahead and get my my blunt stuff up. Oh, piercing's already 5. Nice. I do want to go ahead and get my blunt stuff up. I'm going to go ahead and put 1 point in 1 and 1 point in 2. It's always good to at least put 1 point into the stuff that you're going to use before you actually use it, because the ratio to go from 0 to 1 is a lot harder to get than to actually just keep going up into the skill. That's why I put some into sense heading, because I want sense heading. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to go and link my 2 sense headings down here. I'll show you why I'm doing this in a second. Now, when I move, I binded my keys for turning radius to be A and D, like from WASD, A and D, as well as 9 and 0. So every time I turn, it's going to use 9 and 0 and use whatever hotkey is in there. And I like to use sense heading. The reason why I like to do that is because it will boost up my sense heading every time I turn, basically. And I want to get that to 100, so every time I use it, it'll be 100% to know where I'm at. That is very key in this game, because in the olden times, there's no map. Like if I push M, there's no map. It says the map has been disabled. Also, there's no compass. There used to be a compass up at the top that showed you where you were. There's no compass. Basically, you're blind. You don't know where you are. If you don't have like an atlas or a map or know where you are just by, playing the game, you will get lost quick in this. Again, it's with that realism. So what we're going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go to where we're going to go ahead and farm. Right now, I'm not going to really do anything but grind until at least level 4. I want to get to level 4. I want to get my pet, and then I can start really racking up the levels. We can go ahead and hit up some dungeons, such as Befallen. We can go ahead and explore. That's one of the main things I want to show is all the zones. I want to explore everything. I want to show you guys what's what in the game. It's a really awesome game. You guys should really check it out. But we're going to go ahead and get to outside really quick. Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention. If you do play this game, do not click on on a friendly person, like a guard. Like let's say I clicked on that guard and try to attack them. You will be able to attack them, and they will kill you instantly. Trust me on that. There used to be a problem where they had A as auto attack in the very beginning. If you pushed A, you would attack anything that was in front of you or targeted. And sometimes, like to talk, you had to push enter, type, and then push enter again and it will talk. A is used a lot. If you did not push enter before you were talking, you're gonna attack the person that you're at, and they will kill you most of the time, unless you're higher level. All right, so as you can see here, we are in the starting. Basically, this is right outside the town. Again, it's more with the realism. It's more real life. You can bring actually the monsters to the guards. They will not stop chasing you until either A, they die, or B, you zone out of the zone. It is not sandbox. It is zone to zone, so it's not a freeform world. But I sort of do like that training aspect, as in if you the mobs are not tethered to where they are. They just wander wherever the hell they want to. That is like, you know, real life. Why does that orc in front of us have to stay there like the rest of his life? Why can't he walk over to the cactus, get some water out of the cactus? You know what I mean? The dude's probably thirsty. You know what I mean? So it's more realism in that sense, that the mobs just go wherever the hell they want to go. Now, mind you, there are camps. Like, there's orc camps and skeletons, and there's different camps that are, you know, stable. But, again, they're not tethered there. So, if you attack them, they'll follow you until either A, they die, or B, you zone out of the area. Or you die. One of those three. So, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and attack something. I'm going to go ahead and kill this rat really quick. Knock him out the box, Rick. I'm going to have some fried rat for dinner. I forgot to put on my buffers. Put on the buffers. Gonna have my good... Oh, I'm out of magic really quick. Oh, no. Back up with you, wolf self. That wolf will probably instantly kill me. Come on, rat. Die, man. Die. 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 So what I want to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and farm stuff like humanoids, such as, dude, this rat might kill me. Those skeletons and the orcs and stuff, only because they drop cloth armor, they drop weapons, they drop all kinds of stuff. That's what I'm talking about, fried rat. There we go. Also, in this is not like a random loot table per monster. Each monster has their own table. So it's not like you're going to find a sword on a rat. Or you're not going to find, you know, wolf claws on an ogre. You know what I mean? They all have their own loot table. Like, you're going to find tails and skins and meat and fur on rats. You're going to find wings and fur and all of that kind of stuff on bats, and snakes have fangs and eggs and snake skin, you know, that kind of stuff. Humanoids have armor and weapons, and that's basically it. Money. They have other stuff as well sometimes, like rations and stuff like that. That's why it's better to kill the humanoids if you want loot rather than monsters and stuff. But, alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you did. And I'll see you next time. Alright guys, peace!